Hello everyone, today requires your full attention. About 98% of hair transplant patients get this confused in consultation.
This is vital. Not knowing it means trouble. Focus. If I had to pick the two things patients are most curious about regarding hair transplantation, it's extraction and implantation. I'll cover extraction, focusing on clinics charging by hair count versus some clinics charge by follicle count. I created this session hoping patients fully grasp this concept before surgery.
Now during consultation, once the design is set and you're told the number of grafts needed, what's next to consider?
They just jump to the implantation method. No. There's a very important key point right here. Okay, focus. Let me ask a question. Say you're doing 3,000 hairs. Is that a lot or a little? But there's a catch. This amount, based on hair count, will result in 3,000 hairs.
The second concept though is the follicle count. Now patients are generally aware of this much.
The number of hairs per follicle can be 1, like this, which we call a single. This would be a double. This is a triple, a quadruple, and sometimes you even see 5. I've even seen 6 hair units, but they're not common. To clarify, they're all attached. A follicle is, if you extract 3 units one by one, that's 3 follicles. But the hair count is 1, 2, 3. That's 6 hairs from 3 follicle units. So what is hair? It's just a strand. We count each hair strand, and a follicle refers to an attached cluster. This brings up a question. 3,000 follicles. How many hairs? That's a question you can ask. And this is a part that I find most frustrating in my work with hair transplantation.
The state of the patient's donor area watching this and mine are completely different.
Some have areas packed with 3 and 4 hair follicle units, while others have those same 3 and 4 hair units. Follicle units. While some individuals have dense clusters, others have them sparsely distributed.
The follicle count per unit area varies. And some
might have all 3 hair units with the same density, while others only have single and double hair units. So this is one follicle, then another, and one more. So let's say we extract 1,000 follicle units from this patient. How many hairs would that be? Suppose all are triples. Extracting 1,000 follicles, 1,000 follicle units yields 3,000 hairs. Now, let's say this patient averages 1.5 per unit with singles and doubles.
If it's 1.5, 1,000 follicles give 1,500 hairs.
So there's a 2-fold difference between them. See what I mean?
So 1,000 units can't yield 2,000 hairs.
If any patients have heard something like that somewhere, that's incorrect information.
So since 3,000 follicle units and 3,000 hairs are clearly different, when you go for a consultation, you need to fully grasp whether the clinic is using hair count or follicle count, because some use one and some use the other. And even if you extract the same number of follicle units, the hair count a patient gets will be different. They must differ. Extracting 1,000 follicles for 2,000 hairs is impossible.
So I was just about to read some of the comments.
Oh?
Started the day after Tokyo.
Well, my face is different. I don't really know what shame is. I might be a little reserved, but is that shame? Well, anyway.
In the shorts comments, they're curious how far you'll go.
Oh, absolutely.
It's fun.
I can humble myself. I can lie down. I can lie down.